So welcome to another episode of the Top Flight Show, and welcome once again to Rich and Stacey. Welcome back, Rich, because you've been away for quite a few episodes.
I have, yeah, missed 2 episodes, got a tooth out, still missing.
How's it
But
gone?
yes, you are?
How's it gone?
And got me necklace. Yeah. Do you want to see my tooth? No, yeah, it need to come out. So, I mean, I know this isn't what people want to tune in for the pod, but long story short, I'm getting Invisalign, get the little gap closed up. So, yeah, I'll be back to having a beaming white smile soon enough. But until then,
Yeah, I thought you were going to put a bit of chewing gum in there.
I was, but Stacey told me to take my chewing gum out before we started the show.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you weren't shitting on it. So the last event we had was Surrey Half Marathon. So we're going to do a quick recap of Surrey, update league table, and then next up is Battersea after that. And yeah, we've got quite an action-packed like end of April, start of May for Top Flight and things that are similar to Top Flight. So we'll do a quick big up of all them things. It is going to be class, isn't it? So yeah, Surrey Half Marathon. We once again had the World Athletics label, which is class. It was a very good race up front, which we could see on our screens, but the live stream at the time went down. We had like technical issues, which is a bit frustrating, but that's it's part of it when we're trying to live stream things from a bike, from phones, from studio, multiple sources coming together, signal issues, this, that and the other. If something goes wrong, it's quite difficult to sort. So
It's the first time it's ever happened where there's never been like a stream to go live. Like we've had points where it's gone like a little bit, it gets a little bit airy in the studio and we're like, oh, we're on in like 2 minutes. But it always gets sorted. But this time it was like, it was just dead, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it's obviously it's frustrating because we've got so many like layers to try and protect it. Yeah, but now we're having like an extra layer of having like another setup somewhere else to then resort to. Ultimately we'll get there eventually with it. I mean, if there was unlimited budget and Eurosport or whoever want to come in and give us tens of grand's worth of gear to do it, then I'm sure we could nail it on any course. But yeah, we got all the good footage, knocked up a really good highlights video afterwards, and yeah, that went out. And yeah, it was a really good race up front. It was good to see Sam Gebrselassie nailing it once again. So in the 3 races so far, wins at Newcastle, 3rd at Battersea, wins at Surrey. So he's already done his 3 races to be in the overall. He's on 65 points, so he's going to be hard to displace from those top few places anyway. So yeah, fair play to Sam, and he's in really, really good form. The top 3 guys were under 66, Jonathan Cornish and Jack Miller following up. So yeah, you two did the commentary and mash together afterwards. How did the race pan out?
Well, before we do that though, you know, when you're doing the commentary, so we've done this separately, like we literally got this video up and we had to commentate over it into our phones. Did you not find it really, really hard? Because I was in the front room of my house and I'd start and I'd be like, that sounds absolutely rubbish, what are you doing, man? That's like, I start again and I go to say something and go, oh! It was horrendous. It was like, it was so hard when I was thinking, when we're in the studio, we just lash it off straight away. So
Yeah.
it was really hard doing that.
So difficult because you're right, when it's live, there's so much that's going on and there's so much, you almost get into a rhythm and a momentum with the commentary, and we do plenty of prep and we have our notes and what to include like at what bit, but when it's like a highlight reel, it's so difficult and it feels really forced almost, and
oh man,
it's very unnatural, isn't it?
And like
so
the highlight reel kept jumping, didn't it? So you
Yeah.
get into a floor with something and be like, and we see Johnny Cornish, he's making a move now, he's really making Sam Gebrselassie work hard, and then the next thing, Sam Gebrselassie on the front about 10 metres down the run, you go, and now we can see Sam Gebrselassie taking the lead here. I'm like, this is so awkward. And I didn't know whether it was to do with me missing the tooth or something like that, but it just felt like hard work. But it was a good race to watch. Like, they had a right little battle at the front. Sam Gebrselassie and Johnny Cornish. They were both, tit for tat. And it was up and down. One was taking the lead, breaking away a bit. Then the other one was coming back at them.
But there was
so
a
it was-
real good pack of them for a lot of the race. There was, what, about 8 or 9 men?
Did a lot of them
altogether.
train together as well? Was it you that was telling me this, that there was like maybe 4 or 5 of them that were in that group? Maybe like Jack Miller,
Yeah.
and somebody else.
Because it's, there's some
The
kind of,
Tracksmith, yeah.
some kind of collaboration with Tracksmith, the brand.
okay.
I know they're trying to break into the UK market quite a lot. And I don't know what the deal is, but
Yeah.
there is some kind of
So-
training group down there.
Jack Miller and Gabby Selassie, and I'm sure, I want to say John Sanderson, but I'm maybe way off the mark here. I'm sure they are with Tracksmith, because Gabby Selassie had the trainers on and Miller had the vest on.
There you go.
So there you go. Inside
the-
knowledge.
Training group. I've noticed Kirsty Longley is now doing some stuff with Tracksmith. So
Okay.
Brabus,
Yeah.
Blast from the past.
I wonder if they're going through all the top flight
Yeah, probably.
athletes and they're going, right, let's
Yeah.
go and
Kirsty
get-
messaged asking for the fixture list again, so hopefully we'll see her soon.
Oh,
I think-
Yeah,
Kirsty.
I think at a glance, I think there's about the top 13. There's just over 2 minute spread, isn't there? Like 2.5 minute spread in the time. So yeah, it was a really good, well packed race at the front end. On the men's, on the ladies' side, it was a little bit lower standard than we're hoping for at the front end because of the clash with Bath, who took like a significant chunk of the ladies. But yeah, well done to Isabel Clark picking up 200 quid for the win, followed by Florence. Oh, I'll let you pronounce that one, Rich, on the spot.
I would say Florence Papagnaut.
Oh, Papagnaut. Okay.
Papagnaut.
and then Megan
Oh,
Hughes
yeah,
Hallett. So obviously it's more difficult to recruit for a half marathon because people do less of them. So they go for a more established event.
Yeah.
We went for Surrey. It's a massive event, like 4,000 runners, really good course. We got that World Athletics label. And then at the end of January, British Athletics announced that they were going to do the World Half Marathon Road Running Championships in Bath on the same day,
Great.
which was like,
Thanks.
okay, we knew what
Are you
clash.
trying to kill me off?
Well, no, we knew we're clashing with Bath, but it's not historically. It's had like
Yeah.
a strong set of results because it's a prep race for London, but it's not known as a fast course or
No,
like
it's
a
going to be
super
quite
flat
hilly,
field.
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we're like, this makes sense for Surrey. So yeah, a bit frustrating to clash with the.
The thing
with
is
the-
with
with
the
the
half
British
as well,
guys.
like it's a proper commitment, that kind of a race. Like a 5K, you can do it as part of a training week and you can recover fairly well from it, even a 10K to some extent. But a half marathon, the strain that you put on your body physically, like you're going to take a big chunk of time to recover from that. So again, like you're mentioning about people dropping into a half marathon, it's not just something you can pick up and think, I'm going to do half that week actually, because I know I've got a race in 2 weeks' time. It really needs to be factored in. So that's obviously going to have some impact on things.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we can talk with British Athletics to incorporate some with the top flight stuff that we're already doing, because it seems daft working at like cross purpose, but
Yeah.
the field was split between them two events sort of unnecessarily because we were already doing it. Obviously that's biased towards us, but like we chose to do the half marathon because Podium were doing the 5K, so we'd already discussed that. So to then have another event, and what is, you don't want to sound too hypercritical because like fair play that London Marathon and whoever are supporting these events and putting them on. But I didn't see anything on Bath's website, their Instagram. There's nothing on British Athletics Instagram. So we're ploughing loads into this like sub-elite level, like loads of time, effort, energy. And yeah, it just, we're doing it because nobody else is doing it. And that's still the case. It's just frustrating. So hopefully we can work like with them to do something like together, because the athletes deserve it. They should have all been in that same race.
Yeah.
And it would have been better for everybody.
Yeah, it would have been better coverage.
Yeah.
Did they live stream that?
No, I didn't really say anything of
What
it,
a
to be honest.
shame.
I mean,
It's not
I'll
like
fail,
British
but
Athletics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like British Athletics to be missing an opportunity though with this. But hey, tune into our next podcast episode for a bit more on that.
oh yeah. Shout out Unfiltered.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you don't want to sound negative with that, but you seen like Podium absolutely nailed it.
Oh,
The day before.
there it-
That's the thing.
5K was
Incredible.
absolutely unreal. Coverage was mint. I just sat and watched that on Red Button
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
And then I was then looking out for the half marathon trials as well, thinking, oh, this is going to
Yeah.
be like, we didn't poach anybody from their race, but the other way around did happen because they were messaging people on our list asking if they would go.
Yeah,
when they're
this isn't about slating people or anything like that. I'm sure
just work
because if
together.
we were talking about Podium, I'd be absolutely singing from the rooftops of how good of a job they're doing.
Yeah.
And like you, on that Saturday night, and there was a few of us in the group who were like, I'm getting on YouTube, and it was class, and we were all banging on about they're doing that really well. So hats off to them guys.
Yeah, and it was right the way down the field as well. Like, I think Barnsley said there was like 600 odd entries on his Instagram post. So like that's a massive amount. And when you looked at the lower races, they were absolutely jam packed.
Yeah,
like 100 odd runners in every race. As a massive pack getting pulled around. It was quality. We had quite a few of the LD crew lads went down and raced. It was just class.
it was
race.
It was a really good event. So hats off.
Yeah,
well
hats
done.
off to them.
Yeah, I was supposed to be on the start list, but old age didn't let me make it.
Half the time.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll be at the next one. I think he's just announced one in a Podium Classic in the summer.
Barrowford.
I know, but I think I've got more with 10k the day after when I look quickly at the date.
Are you running that?
Well, no, just organising.
Oh, right.
But maybe.
I tell you what, you've got a mint MC for Maltworth 10k.
Oh,
haven't you? Yeah.
It's you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm hopefully going to do the Podium one in June because it's a Wednesday night.
Nice.
And this me and a few of the lads from the training group are going to go down on the train. Mystery shopper, turn up, nail the race.
Tash and kegs on.
Come back and away.
Nice.
Battersea.
Yeah, so
You keep us on schedule, especially as Twitch saying, God, I wish these two would shut up.
So yeah, that was sort of touched on the points there as well. But yeah, Sam Gabriel-Selassie, well, not totally running away with it, but yeah, obviously with these 3 races in, Sam's at the top, followed by Omar, and then Cam Allen with his race winning Battersea, and then on the ladies' side, we've got obviously a 3-way tie at the top because we've had 3 different winners with Millie McNeesby, Jess Gibbon, and Isabel Clark. So yeah, we're looking forward to seeing more series returners.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can do another project with a bit of a collab. I'll be quite brief here, but I've been speaking to somebody who's like really
he's not
pushing
more attention.
I know, putting lots of effort into the ladies' side of things at Sub Elite, and hopefully we can have a bit of a crossover collab soon. So hopefully something else.
What this is? We've not heard any of this.
I'm concerned about not sticking to the show.
Oh yeah, the schedules are definitely not being stuck to, but there's some kind of like VIP thing going on.
I did tell you, so shout out Indira. So
oh yes, of course. Is
yeah.
that what it is?
Yeah, so hopefully we'll work on something very soon.
Yeah,
you did mention that.
Yeah, but anyway, until it happens, we'll not say too much. But hopefully we can do a massive collab, really push one of the ladies' races to be like super high end. Yeah. So yeah, really looking forward to that. And then good segue into the next Battersea. So we're back to Battersea Park, 5k this time rather than 10k, and it's a Saturday morning race again. So from the 10k, I think we'd mentioned in the last show that the park run are now going on a Saturday morning, which means we're a bit later. So the park was just mega busy, and they'd actually had a medical incident beforehand. So it meant that it was harder for our guys to set up. So this time we'll have, more people and more infrastructure to help manage that. And they're briefed not to wipe Danny off the bike this time at the finish line. But we've already had strong 5k races in Battersea. It's going to be start finish on the track again, and it's going to be rapid. We are at time of recording like 3 weeks out from the race, so we'll end up with more entries between now and then. But it's worth talking about some of the leading entries, and hopefully it's going to be an absolute barnstormer again.
Yeah. Stacey, do you want to go?
I mean, there's one standout there from Windsor.
Bro.
Blake Moore, a sub 14. So he's obviously he's at this moment in time, at time of recording, he is a standout with a sub 14 there. The rest of the field are just above the 14-minute mark.
Yeah.
So if it does come down to this is the field, then Blake Moore should have a really good chance of getting the win there.
Yeah, so Blake was also fourth in Battersea in July in our race. So yeah, he's obviously familiar with the course. PB form this year. Ollie Lockley is Isle of Man, so he's coming across as well. So 29:20 in Abbey Dash, 63 at Valencia in the half marathon. So yeah, he's coming in really, really good form. And coming across from the Netherlands, Tom Hugenboom. So coming off 8th in the Dutch cross country champs, 8:09 indoors. So yeah, he's another one who's in form, and that's a good sharp end to start with a whole host of runners under 29:30 and under 14:30 and under 15 minutes. So
Has Blake ran a top flight event this year as well?
I
Did he run Battersea Park 10K? Or am I just making this up?
can't remember him in that one. I definitely remember from
I remember him in the other 5K. I just thought he might have done one this. I thought he might have done a 10K this year for some reason, but I might be talking rubbish.
Yeah,
I think I'm talking rubbish, aren't I?
well, I mean that wouldn't be a surprise, would it? Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, absolute snide move on the podcast, trying to dish me out.
So yeah, on the ladies' side as well, shout out to Belgrave Harriers because they're massively supporting the events. When I've gone on open track and just typed Belgrave at the top, there's just like reams of them. So yeah, it's obviously their local patch, Battersea Park. So yeah, we've got Alex Barber, Felicity Harrison, and Martina Connor, all Belgrave Harriers. They're the fastest 3 leading entries at the minute. 16:21 from Alex Barber. 13th in the Southern Cross Country recently. So yeah, we've got a good.
She's the standout on paper, but I tell you what I like about this, how we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 athletes, maybe 8 athletes, all within 10 seconds of each other. PBs and season's best. So I always think that makes just for a class race.
Yeah, exactly. 8 within 4 seconds around that 16:40 mark. And like we said, we're 3 weeks out from the race. So by the time we've had the Southern and especially the Southern Road Relays and the National Road Relays, we'll get people wanting to enter. So I think that's going to hot up very well towards the day. So I think in terms of predictions, I think it's maybe a little bit too soon for us to totally nail our colours to the mast with this. So I think we should go predictions on winning times because it's just before the start of the track season. People are going to have done them relays. I think they're going to be looking for a really fast Road 5K before the track season.
You're making me work here, isn't he?
I know, yeah. Putting us on the spot. So start with men first.
Go on then.
So when Blake Moore did that PB, was that 5K on the track or
5K on the track at SportsShoes, yeah.
Right, okay. So I got it.
14:11 on the track at Battersea last year.
14:11?
Yeah, at the top flight last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go for, if we're going timings, I'm going to go 14 minutes on the button.
Are you?
Yeah.
I want more.
I think, I want more as well.
I feel like there's going to be some names dropping into that.
I'm going to twist Sam Stabler's arm as well because he'd messaged saying we would really like to do a 10K instead, and could we pace him round in the 10K, which is obviously the mass race, so we'd have to get the lead bikes working quite hard to clear a path for him. So I'm going to twist his arm and see if I can get Sam in because he ran really well at Podium and ran 13:40 odd, 13:50.
Yeah, we'll just do the 5K and do like a 7K tempo.
Yeah, I'll keep pressing the button until he does.
I'm going 13:52 winning time.
I was going to say 13:52, you know. But
Yeah.
I'll say 13:54.
I'd say great minds think alike, but you were saying I talk rubbish a second ago, so
I think 13:54, top 3 under 14 minutes. That would be some statement before the summer. And then on the women's side, I just think we keep towards the women's race, towards the actual race day. we get a couple of leading ladies often message like late on saying, can I run? So I'm backing definitely a sub 16. So I'm going to say 15:42. Don't know who it's going to be.
I was going to say 15:42.
Is it? What's going on?
No, what's the real?
That's
good, isn't it? Yeah,
really-
I know. He's coming with some attitude to tonight's podcast.
I know. I'm just backing it.
Black.
Yeah.
Who do you think? Yeah.
Sasspot.
I just think after the national road relays, there'll be a whole host of people go, I would rather run a 5k flat because I've just ran a really hilly course around Sutton Park, and everybody's going to run a 5k there because it's 12 short legs this time. So they're all going to come off there going, oh, I should do a flat one now because I've just ran 16:40 on a hilly course. I want to go on and run a flat one.
Yeah.
So it's gonna happen.
What do you think?
I don't think it's going to be as sharp as that. I'm going to go for a 16:06.
16:06.
I'm good.
Well, let's see.
Keep the theme going. So I went 13:52 for the man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 15:52.
There you are. We'll see afterwards.
Yeah, we will.
What does the loser have to do? Furthest away combined time?
Oh, well, knock about with Cam for an hour.
Oh God, yeah, nobody wants that.
Oh, he's all.
No, he's in America at the minute. Hope he's having a good trip.
Yeah, he
I'll
stresses
spend-
you out when you do the commentary.
He does. He really stresses me out, but he's a really nice guy. we all have a soft spot for Cam.
Oh, I know. He is like I've always said this. He's like having a child. But what I do always think is pretty funny is when on the note of like little technical hitches, there was, I think, was it your first commentary job where you've been doing the schedule and everything, and there was a big hiccup with the technicalities beforehand, and Cam was like, I was just trying to calm Stacey down and all that, and I said to her, yeah, Stacey, my Achilles is proper sore. What do you think about that? He said, she just didn't even look at me, and I thought, she's not.
Honestly, about 10 seconds before we're about to go live, he's going, Stacey, but you haven't looked at me, Achilles, and I'm like, are you joking me?
I was Cam, there's different tactics that maybe bring someone down a little bit, like asking them to have a look at your Achilles 30 seconds before you're about to go live. Don't know whether that's the one, but anyway.
Some boy.
Oh, it's class like, isn't it?
So we've got Battersea on Easter Saturday, right, which is the 19th of April. Okay, and then a few days after that, it's not top flight, but the spring Quayside 5K is on Wednesday the 23rd. We've got a sharp entry for that already as well, so that like northeast based. But yeah, the top northeast runners have signed up, so you can have a look on Open Track Quayside 5K to have a look at the leading entry list for that. And then we're going to get another podcast in between now and then, but the entries are just about to open for the Top Flight BMC series, which is 4th of May in Gateshead, 800 and 3K. We've got some strong entries in the 3K.
Isn't that the weekend of the
marathon?
Yeah, so it's going to be a big
marathon, half marathon, 10K, under 11s race. Yeah. Top Flight BMC 800 and 3K, and
all around the stadium area as well. So it's just going to be a wash with people.
Yeah. So shout out Janice from Gateshead. She's putting on some 100s and 400s. I was speaking to Richard Kildee.
Janice.
His I hope Louis Hinchcliffe gets in the Diamond League, but if he doesn't, he might run there in the 100 metres, and a few of his like really good sprinters should run in the 100. We're going to have throws on the backfield, pole vault on the back straight, so there'll be about 3,500 people doing athletics in Gateshead Stadium that day, which will be epic. And yeah, the entries will open for the other track ones as well, so yeah, looking forward to that. Nice. Will be class. So yeah, keep following, and just more is coming. It's going to be relentless then, and then there's a little bit of a gap to the June Battersea race. But yeah, going to be class. So follow, and the next one live stream on Easter Saturday morning. I'll be on the commentary actually with you.
Yes.
Stacey's on holiday, another holiday.
Yes.
You haven't had a holiday for a while actually.
No, I haven't had a holiday for a while. Girona.
Yeah,
training camp.
Oh, nice.
I haven't done training camp in so long.
So Cameron's in America, you're going to be in Girona, we're going to be in the commentary box.
First time working together on comms.
Yeah.
Don't come in with your attitude that you've had tonight. I tell you that, that's my domain.
Hey, it's my day off. busman's holiday, isn't it?
Oh.
Straight into the commentary,
Right.
straight in the commentary box.
Lovely.
Right, so yeah, thanks for following, and we'll see you on the Unfiltered.